Why did we agree to have Logan do this again if Matt has the means to do it now?
Because it took me months to get that.
And because I'm also the only one dumb enough to do all this.
Yes.
And I was about to say, because it's like I established earlier, it's to complete Logan's training in the Arkhamverse.
Ow!
Oh.
He still has a good ways to go, mind you.
It's been 3 games, man!
Well, he's only handled, not counting this, he's only handled one of the games up till now.
That is true. You only handled Origins. You handled City and or Asylum.
Asylum
Stay
and
tuned
City.
for watching. Stay tuned for my playthrough of Arkham Origins Blackgate.
Are
I
you
mean,
actually going to
only
play
if you-
that?
I don't even have it. I don't even know where to. It's 3DS, right?
At 3DS,
It was
3DS,
3DS,
Steam.
Vita, and there was an HD version. For consoles.
Huh.
I can't remember what consoles.
Oh,
What the?
oh,
I
there's...
that up, and that looked like a bug.
Man, that would really
That,
bug me.
what you just saw there, that looked like Unicode and formatting things for what was supposed to be text right there, James.
Ooh.
Oh!
And I guess now we
That's
know
not
why,
bad.
because the Joker's come back to taunt us again.
And we start. We're getting started early today, I see.
Fuck you,
Yeah,
bitch.
really.
All right, now then, what I am
Early,
doing
I
here.
hardly knew her.
Aw.
Ha.
So again, what I'm doing here is I'm going to be pursuing another one of the expansion quests, the League of Assassins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, so Shadow Wars.
yep.
Riddler, shut the hell up. I don't even have access to the churchyard with the car.
Oh, I know. I just like reminding you because I love seeing the look on your face.
Wait, I just like to remind you because I'm a dick.
It's hard to sound like that. I know.
Yeah, you really are a fucking dick.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Real
like,
talk.
that doesn't even happen every time you hear him in the intercom, so...
I just had the dumbest image in my head all of a sudden with Riddler's whole banter there and just... I don't know why, just let me imagine him, just, I don't know, he's making a grilled cheese with that shitty grin on his face, and he traced the grilled cheese to make it look like whatever, just, so done with this look Batman has on his face.
Actually, no. The latte he had in the Batman.
There you go, the
What?
fucking latte.
What I want to know is, this grilled cheese, does it have bacon in it?
That doesn't make her a grilled cheese, that makes it a melt.
Honestly, I can see Riddler being the type to go to just stick with lettuce.
I actually did see a video recently, Matt, where someone actually disproved what you're talking about. Is that
Shut the fuck up.
no? Technically, we've all been eating grilled cheeses wrong the entire time. Whenever you're grilling a cheese, it's always in a pan or on a griddle. It's more like a a seared like cheese. He actually decided to set the record straight. He actually made grilled cheese on a barbecue grill.
Oh,
The taste.
You know what? That's fine. I'll give him that. So that means that they're legally all melts.
They get a pass.
This should lead me to some answers.
or either they're legally all melts, or melts are all legally grilled cheese.
No, it doesn't work that way. However,
You
a
don't
hot
know
dog
that.
is a sandwich, so I could be blasphemous.
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go.
Matt, you were so lame.
You are so
Well,
lame.
don't-
Dedicate so
What?
much of your energy and time. You just dedicate so much of your energy and time to the weirdest things, like never mind my grilled cheese, trump card of how grilled cheese actually needs to be cooked on a grill. No, let's continue the hot dog thing.
And how
You
it's
know
actually
what,
a taco.
Logan? I'm sorry. You know what? In fact, you're right. I'm going to fucking go bye-bye. See you all later. I'm going to go do my fucking homework then.
Matt, no.
Man, he takes his taco.
Imagine if he comes back.
I was about to say, man.
Imagine he comes back in and that's fucking him up.
I was about to say,
That's the
man,
part where I realized-
man, you take your tacos very seriously.
And I was about to make the joke of, and that was the day that Lucky realized that since he was the one playing Arkham Knight, he was the lame one.
Yes,
Honestly,
exactly.
We debate the real shit around here. Like what's better on a peanut butter sandwich, grape or strawberry jelly?
Grape.
Strawberry.
Wow. All right, there is
Now, an
no
even
way-
more important question is, which of those would you place on a grilled cheese?
Neither.
However, a toasted peanut butter and strawberry jelly sandwich is actually very good.
That does
You
sound
know what?
good.
I will agree with Logan. A toasted peanut butter and grape jelly sandwich is actually the tops.
Also, Logan, you don't mean what you said, right?
I didn't. I didn't. That was just
Okay,
my
good.
frustration coming to a boil.
Like,
because
do
a
you
hot
really
dog
think
is a
he'd be
sandwich, so
upset?
anyway.
I was about
Yeah,
to say,
why
like,
not
that.
on here?
You must think he's really petty, man. You really think he's gonna get this? You really think he's gonna be that upset about you refusing to believe that's a taco?
It's not a taco. In
I
fact, I'll
mean,
say this: a taco is a hot dog. How about that? I can say it backwards.
Or
Yeah,
you just
it
just follow
is
my
true.
example. Hot dogs are just hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yo, I love Doggo.
Also, that's right, Batman here. Sorry.
Batman, what?
So
Batman,
what's
what are your thoughts on the up dogs?
I'm not gonna fall into that joke.
I just looked at, what is it? Master Bruce, no!
Why would you do that?
Batman, you wait. Here, Dark Knight, you have to answer my riddle, or else all of my victims will get up, dog.
That is cruel even for you.
Listen to me, Edward. Nightwing did that to me the other day, and I still haven't forgiven him for it.
Well, so he gave you a case of the ligma.
Not even you can save Gotham this time.
What is...
I will
I
break
can't
every
keep this
bone
up.
in
So,
your
Wait
face.
here. An officer will come.
Batman lore, or Batman information to catch everybody up to speed on what I am currently doing while I was doing that in the middle of it. So what is happening right now is, in the middle of my adventures as part of this expansion, suddenly I came upon a scene of the hell? Hang on a second. Let me put this back on track.
There you go.
There we go.
Alfred.
There it goes.
I'm
Now
going
it's
to
back.
track the trail left.
Basically, there was a League of Assassins call-in from the GCPD who were like, "Whoa, hang on, what's all these as Alfred put it, according to them, crazy ass ninjas."
What's all?
A Kahoot to coin an almond coin.
So basically, what you're saying is the GCP went, alright, what's all this then?
Oh boy. They just went right at you with the knives.
Okay, I see where we're going in this here. But essentially, the League of Assassins was fighting itself, which is usually not the case. Usually they're pretty, like, understanding of what they're doing. So we're going to hopefully investigate this and figure out why is there suddenly an inner conflict brewing in the midst.
You know what
Nothing screams the League of Assassins quite like the dysfunctional family ship.
You know what I say to your
That
knives?
usually seems to be the
Ciao.
case.
They were trying to do a dispute because they watched Knives Out.
Oh. See, they're trying to determine which one was better, 1 or 2. Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
And
What?
they're also trying to determine what would a glass onion taste like.
Wait, 1 or 2?
We're trying to figure out which. We're trying to figure out which one is better, 1 or 2.
Of what?
Oh, actually, hey, I actually.
Knives
I actually
Out or
just-
Glass
I actually
Onion?
just
Knives
stumbled-
Out.
Oh,
Actually, I
knives
realized I
are
just stumbled
glass
onto one of
onion.
these. I should probably do this before I. Go ahead.
They're both equally the exact same in how good they are, so yeah.
Okay.
I love them both equally.
Yes.
Call that a cop-out answer, but fair enough.
How about this? You know what? Actually, I will give my one true statement. I think Knives Out is slightly better, only for the fact of I don't think it wastes any of its actors. Whereas there are 3 actors that I do think are kind of wasted in Glass Onion.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Catherine Hahn, Leslie Odom Jr., and the person who played Peggy. Hold on, give me a second. Jessica Henwick.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah. And the reason why is because my favorite character in Knives Out will always be Lieutenant Elliot because he's the only straight man in the movie. He's the one that's just like, I'm kind of done with all this shit. I've seen enough. Can we just move on from all this eccentric bullshit? Whereas,
Which I can appreciate that.
yeah,
I
whereas
accept
there's kind of 3 of those characters in Glass Onion.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
that. Yeah, and so ultimately that kind of leads to a lot of their dialogue kind of feeling the same.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to lie. I love Catherine Hahn. I love Leslie Odom Jr. And I found them fantastic in the movie, but they were given nothing.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, hang on.
However, that does not
Get
detract
away.
from Glass Onion because I still absolutely adore that movie.
At most,
Go ahead, shoot me.
It would only knock it down by like maybe 1 or 2%.
Oh, there's another
Yeah.
one.
Oops.
I thought he was the last one left.
Instead of a perfect 100, it'd only be 99%.
Yes.
Whoa, wait, where did you come from? Hang on.
I came from that way.
Hello there.
There we go.
It would still be considered certified fresh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now then, before I can leave, I need to make sure this entire post can't be brought back up. Let's reset that timer real quick. Let's head up here. Let's select the old explosive gel. And... not there, Batman.
How does he
On
do
the
it?
ground?
Does he do it?
I think you
thing
just
up.
straight up interact with it.
No, you have to hold it and then do it, and then he'll do it inside the actual machine.
I have to put it on the ground.
He's a silly Billy like that sometimes, that Bruce Wayne.
Oh, you silly Billy.
Wait, who's Bruce Wayne? He sounds like a real tool.
Unfortunately, all of their tech is programmed with a copycat protocol. That if something blows up, they all want to blow up. They don't want to be left out.
Oh.
Man, why
You know,
do you
the
get to
last-
have all the fun? Why can't I?
There you
All this
go.
talk to silly Billies, and I don't want to imagine Bruce Wayne dressing up like a space princess.
Thank you. I knew what you were.
I'll have you know that I am the prettiest princess in the DC universe.
We like
I'm
to
the
call
badass
this
princess.
the FOMO prop. We call this the FOMO policy, Mr. Wayne.
Our princess has returned from the store. I can't
One
wait to
day
redo
we'll-
that game.
That'll be this year, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, just as soon as we get everyone on board for our Return to Risky's Revenge.
I'll write that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Technically, that has to come first.
Wait, is this another? Oh, it's another. I think this is another thing about Occupy Gotham.
There's so much in this city, Bruce.
Yeah.
I mean,
while I'm here,
Batman.
may as well. Just, let's see. Yeah, I would ideally want to deactivate those, otherwise the spotlights could be bad. Oh, here we
Man,
go.
I've said this before. At one point, I said it. I'll probably go ahead and say it again for the hell of it. Just to, loosen up some of the tension in this whole game, let alone from all of Pat, or just to, add some variety to it, or not some variety, just some spice to its already padded out, length. Adding that might.
God, with
That
this
would be
game, it
ridiculous.
wouldn't have worked. With this game, it definitely would not have worked.
I think it'd be ridiculous, and I'd love it.
You're goddamn ridiculous.
Like, I feel like there is, like, a slight justification in that you could just write off as, like, a scarecrow hallucination, but I guess it's just a matter of, like, figuring out how you could fit him in beyond that.
Batman's scared of the Batmite. Oh,
Batman's greatest fear, himself. He kind of has, like, self-esteem issues,
Batman's greatest fear is himself if he was animated in Filmation.
I have no fear. But that thing, it scares me.
I just want an autograph. It sure would make me smile and laugh, oh golly gee boy.
In you go.
I'd call
Golly
Batman
gee
through the
boy.
phone and bother him while he's at home.
Is that?
Are you saying that it should be Paul Dini who voices him?
I don't really know if there's been, like, any characters Paul's ever voiced, but I was just more so thinking, like, actually, I can't even say that because Fanboy's actor's actually dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's even more, like, not so much sad, but just kind of interesting about, like, Fanboy, for context, for the past couple of days, I've been showing James and Logan Freakazoid.
Oh my
That's still really good
Somebody
show.
say Freakazoid.
It's very good. I think it holds. I think it holds up.
Yeah, but yeah, just going back to Fanboy, not sure if you guys recognized it, but he's the same actor as a Booster from the Buzz Lightyear cartoon.
Oh god, yeah.
You know what? In both build and personality, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, just they really did just make they really did just
They
make
typecast
that
the poor
character
guy.
a fanboy of the Buzz Lightyear world.
Well, I mean, I'll give him credit. I like to think that Booster is a more positive figure in that regard than Fanboy is. Like, at least Booster
Well,
knows
yeah.
his boundaries.
That's fair.
We're supposed to keep watch for that kid.
Come on, there we go. That'll be bad. Where's
For
another
that hit
one?
for him anyway.
I know there was at least one other stun baton because that asshole like zapped me with it a couple times.
I don't know, it seems pretty stunning, man.
Where is
That was it.
jerk face?
Was he really just that one guy? Hang on.
Also, what were you about to say?
Yeah.
Sometimes I just what?
No,
someone's
out
out,
of
yeah.
this mode. Out of this mode. Oh, I think it was just a guy down on the street.
Yeah, on the street they saw the Batmobile. Well, what the
Fortunately, I
heck?
can't send the Batmobile
But
up here.
wait, was he making his way downtown, walking fast?
No.
I hate that song.
Oh, jeez.
Raindrops are falling on my head.
Boom,
That
boom.
This- I don't know.
Fuck. Son of a
that's one
bitch.
down,
Out of
guy
all
down.
things that would make me laugh, it's that.
Ah,
Nothing's
Okay,
worrying me.
over here now. Okay, come on. Get the big guy. Yep.
fun fact, I learned about
guys
that
are out of the
song
picture
thanks to a Simpsons episode.
Really?
Yeah. It is a sweet one. It ended with like I think it was like Homer and Marge had an argument throughout most the episode, but then at the very end, they come to their
Oh my.
they come to like still love each
They
other
make
and
up.
all that, and they ride a bicycle for two, which is the name of the song actually.
Aww.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's called like, oh, raindrops are falling and stuff like that. No, it's called Bicycle for Two.
Whenever I think of Bicycle Bill for 2, what I think of is the frickin' the song from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Daisy, give
Yeah.
me your
I mean-
answer.
Give me your
Maybe
answer.
I could be wrong. I thought it was Bicycle for Two. I could be wrong. I could be thinking of a different song too, but I know I heard that at the end of a Simpsons episode.
Sorry, I'm just thinking like
Daisy, Daisy, boys, when I'm through with you, your legs will never ride a bicycle built for two.
I finally did it. Okay.
Never again.
There we go.
Bitchin'.
Honestly, I'm kind of grateful that ended there because I was so close to just outright just thinking he singing and said, "Fuck the pain away, my bed is in ruins."
No.
You know what? That gives me a good idea.
pulls out the bat phone.
Hey, Selena, are you free this week?
Oh, wait a minute. Gosh.
It's amazing they got away with making a version of that song for a fucking Sonic game.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they got away with it because the version used in-game is the censored version. And actually, now that I think about it, that technically that wouldn't be the first time, because I remember like there were alternate lyrics for his world that mentioned Sonic kicking ass.
That is
Because
true.
he does,
Oh, yeah.
doesn't he?
So that was from the. I want to say, wasn't that from the original cover of that song by Zebrahead, or did Zebrahead?
Oh yeah,
do the cover
it was in the
before?
Zebrahead version, and it was there in certain versions of the final song. But I think like when the game came out, they changed it to "He Can Act Fast."
Oh, kicking ass, taking it over, something like that. Anyway,
Kick
so
ass.
now we get to use the electric generator. Normally, you would have to. This is why you would have to go back to GCPD, break in, and use this guy. We don't use it too often yet in the campaign, but basically, it works a little differently than it did before. Here, it actually can now we can now determine whether or not we are turning something on or off, as opposed to it being a toggle switch. Let's go see what the League of Assassins been up to in the hospital. That's right. I still remember that there's a plot.
Follow our orders.
Oh.
You are initiates. You are untempered steel. These battles will
Nearly
forge
made
your
But I'm
bodies
flush.
into
Nearly
blades
exposed
the
myself.
League will wield.
That's a
The
misdemeanor in this state.
rotten
Man, that would have been embarrassing.
And only this state.
You will strike at its treacherous heart.
Couldn't think of it. Where's Gotham
When
City
they
again?
arrive,
Yes.
Yeah, okay, there's nothing I can do here. Let's just have some fun.
You know what? I actually don't know where Gotham City is.
And boop. Oh, dang, she was good.
the Batman, protect the deer.
Well,
What was that?
That was a bit of a late reaction from the other ninjas there.
And to be
ladies,
Sorry,
quick,
what was that?
quick, ladies! He's exposed himself.
No, no, you weren't supposed to see that.
He's
Okay,
exposed
she's dead.
himself. Get him now! Get him! He's exposed himself.
I heard that
Ladies,
crunch.
the cameras.
I heard that crunch. ladies, to Twitter.
Oh god.
To Twitter. No. Ladies, to Instagram.
He's been Twitter baited.
Quickly, dox him.
Okay, that I
He
have
punches
to say
women
reminded-
for crying out loud. How is he not cancelled by this point?
I've said it before, my fists are unisex.
I will
Tell
say
that to
this is
Twitter,
so-
you fiend.
The hammer of justice is unisex.
I will say it still reminds me of one of my favorite little bits from Oni Plays. Just because I've been on an Oni. I'm usually on a kick where I'm just watching something. Just the bit that finally got me was they were doing a parody of that one episode of Lazy Town where freaking oh god, what's his name? The villain, the villain they character.
Robbie Rodden?
Robbie Rodden. Where Robbie Rodden was trying to train all of his lackeys into doing something for him and stuff. And backup generator. Alright, we're gonna have to get the Batmobile in here. Anyway, let's see if I can get them in here then. While I'm on that then, so then the other thing was that,
I need to stay within range.
yeah, I know.
You don't have to berate me, Papa.
Jesus.
Okay, so it's up top when we get there. Anyway, well, I'm heading up there.
Papa.
Oh, that was so weak. Let's try that again. Basically, he was him trying to train his subordinates, and suddenly the joke they came up with was, what if he was training them how to dox somebody? Like, so first was like, look at this man that I just found, and then the joke they were pulling up was like, dox him, not me.
Dox him, not me.
It was a whole thing.
What are you doing?
Rest in peace,
Let's
good
try
sir.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, rest in peace.
Sorry about that.
He gave way more to that role than the role really warranted.
Well, not only that, like, wasn't he also, like, in a similar, like, trend? Wasn't he actually the creator of that show because he wanted to, like,
I don't think he was.
I thought it was him as one of the main writers, and then it was also another...
I think he just wrote his lines as Robbie.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
I think that's it, yeah.
I'd say
Well, I
that's
definitely
a
know-
pretty healthy contribution.
Well, I definitely know that, let's move this up. Well, I definitely know that a big proponent of it was the actor of Sportacus, because he was a huge gymnast or something like that.
Well, yeah, it makes
He
sense.
certainly looked the part.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. And so yeah, I remember that was the case, and okay, now just
Stupid door.
wood for this. You make me look bad.
Booga 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 booga.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, you didn't hear that, right?
There's been a huge attack here.
This isn't Silent Hill.
Oh, hang on, you're still alive. What's up?
The demon's head must never rise again.
Could you maybe explain that in a way that...
Oops.
That was all she had left to say.
Sorry,
Rust and pepperoni.
sorry. Just going back to Freakazoid again. Just I know it was the bit that definitely caught James off guard every time. Just the whole like random explosion. Oops.
Yeah.
I definitely got mad as well.
Oh, yeah.
Good old Arms Akimbo.
Freaking arms
Still
of
love
Kimbo.
that one.
And then we'll just turn this sucker around.
I mean, how could that not catch anyone off when it's literally like a video of a realistic building just exploding?
just with a monotone. Oops.
I
Oops! That's all you have to say on this? Just oops!
And then I still love the freaking thing from Stamper from hang on.
Whoop!
Oh, that wasn't the
might
right
have
way
been
to
a
go.
little, you leaned a little too hard there.
Ah, but at least it worked. Was the freaking oops, Butterfingers! Just shouting, and there's the famous toast sandwich.
The toast sandwich.
There's
Toast
no
sandwich.
cheese on that toast.
Well, there wouldn't be a
toast
toast
is
sandwich if there was
toast.
cheese in it.
It all comes back. Anyway, now we need to figure out how to get inside this.
Sorry. Could you kindly repeat that, good sir?
I said all
me or him?
toasters toast. Oh.
Hi, mostly.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying it. All I was just saying is it wouldn't be a toasted sandwich if there was more than toast on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said something else. Never mind.
Must be more complex.
What did you
Okay,
think I
okay.
said?
I should reconstruct the
Something
last
something
moment.
cheesing.
Oh no, that was where Matt's thing bled in. I think.
Oh.
You're good. You're good. Anyway, so what we're gonna do?
So you both are to blame. Gotcha.
Attempted
Yes.
to fix this
So what we're gonna do? So now what we're gonna do here is, in order to access the next area, we need to press these morgue cabinets in a certain order, and the order in which we have to press them.
Looks like she pressed
We
the
basically
lower
need
switch
to. I think it's a decent enough puzzle. Basically, we
hit
need
the
to
switch
judge
here.
her based upon what
We
condition
need
she
to
was
judge
in
her.
when she was doing. Yes, judge her on her fashion sense. No, I don't. Just look see how she's doing. Like right
I mean,
here, this was the first one because
Look at those clashing
she
colors.
was.
Can you say ugly?
Yeah, this one was first because she looked pretty okay here. Here, she started to look like she was starting to stumble a little bit.
I'm sorry, real
By
quick.
this point, she was very weak.
What's up, James?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Bruce, if you press these more doors in a certain way, I may be able to crack the code to Clockwork Safe.
Thank you. Yeah, that's the trick. Anyway, up we go.
Holy riddles,
I'm gonna go.
Batman! The code
I
is
will.
4.
Who? Oh.
Who indeed? That's,
The
Who
code-
in
the
the
code
world
is-
is Carmen
that
Sandiego?
son of a bitch is still alive.
Yeah.
The code is Sun Return of Ra's al Ghul.
I mean, I'm not
Lifestyle,
surprised. The man
essentially.
is
Oh, boy.
literally
Dare
immortal.
approach Ra's al Ghul.
You've brought him
I
back
dare.
too many times. The Lazarus stream's all that's keeping him
It's
alive.
pretty much on a
He
on a
will
bibliological
rise again.
like
Sheathe your blade.
life
There will
support
be
here.
no
Yeah.
fighting here.
I mean,
He's on fumes.
it's literally called the Lazarus Pit
Traitors
for a
to the
reason.
League conspired to stop the glorious resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. We
Hmm.
will see Gotham burn before we let the rebels hurt our master.
Then let him die. I want you gone by morning.
All this
The
ends.
rebels
It's
have
been
found
too
another
crazy.
A purer source. A sample of his essence is all he would need.
Really.
I won't help you revive him.
Then you'll face the consequences of war. We know you, detective. You will not let innocent
We know what you did to our sister.
Yet you will not kill the demon's
Hey,
head
that was
to prevent
one
their deaths.
time.
And also, if you want to be super
will
technical,
do
it
as
wasn't
we
me that
ask.
killed her.
Because your precious morality compels you to.
Detective,
Oh, hey, Rach.
help me. For Talia.
Man,
guilt
just had to
trip
bring
me.
her into this, didn't you?
You had to say the T word.
Toilet paper,
No, the other one.
tortillas.
That's the one.
So, I mean, despite how tired he sounded, is that still D voicing
Yeah,
the
it's
guy?
still D.
Yeah, it's still D. Bradley Baker.
For all a couple of his lines he gets.
And nothing else, I assume.
As far as this game goes, yes.
Besides, he'll outlive any sentence.
I see.
Well, hopefully he got some decent residuals for it.
I imagine. I mean, like, let's not kid ourselves. He probably was busy with at least 5 or 6 other roles by the time he was asked to voice Raishagun.
At least 4 of them being SpongeBob related.
Yeah.
4.
And I want to say the other ones were. I know that I still want to say he's in. I still want to say he's in Destiny 2 and stuff.
Maybe.
I want to say, but
I'm trying to think, like... Oh, no, wait, that wouldn't have been out by that time. I was gonna say Bad Batch, but I was about to say, no, that's well after Arkham Knight.
I mean, to be fair, no, I don't think that show was going on around that time either. Never mind.
it's all good.
Well, what show were you thinking of?
Oh, I was thinking Rebels.
Oh.
Another Lazarus pit has been
Star
found
Wars
in
Rebels?
Gotham.
Yeah,
I need to track
because
it
he
down.
played, he returned as some of the
Clones.
clones in Rebels.
Oh, okay. I need. Of course, I gotta use the Batmobile. Fine, let's use the Batmobile.
For a moment, I thought you were about to say, I have to use the bathroom.
No, it's just, that's
use
just called
this.
the Bat Room.
Calibrate the Batmobile.
My bat bladder's been
Trace
full.
Lazarus particles in the city water.
No, don't you get it? It's just the bathroom. The T is silent.
So the Bat Room.
Also known
yes.
as Taco.
Oh.
Yes, silent.
Actually, hey, check this out. I'll say, check this out. I can actually in the hub on the left, I can actually follow the pipe stream to follow where all this Lazarus energy is coming from.
And cause as much collateral as you want on the road.
Fire destruction, baby!
That really should have allowed me to do that.
Do a flip! That was a nosedive!
Oh, that's dead.
Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my bat rainbow.
I always rooted for the truck in that first level.
I mean, the truck is just doing its civic American duty.
Yeah, it's right here.
So what you're telling me is that Wayne Enterprises literally funded the Guardian Unit of Nations?
Yep. I still love that bit from the movie, Matt, though.
Yeah, it's still my favorite. It's like, wait, on that day, the Guardian Union of Nations was born. Really? Gun?
How
yeah.
the fuck?
Now, giving him
I
the
just
salt
love how excited he was.
It's like, oh, it makes it seem like they just they came up with it first, and then he was like, "Hey, you know what that spells?" He's just like, "Wait a minute."
Wait a goddamn minute.
It's really funny because if you think about it, because like with Marvel you have Shield, and you also have Sword, and with Sega you have Gun. I'm trying to think of like what organization DC would have in that respect.
Oh, they have
Lance?
that. No. What are their names? You know them. Hold on.
So Lazarus Pit discovered.
Yo.
Ooh.
It's a lot smaller than the other ones.
Should we take a sample?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
really?
The DEO. They have the DEO.
Oh.
Yeah, the DEO, which is the Department of Extranormal Operations.
Oh. Well, that's fine. I'm just more so talking about the one where its acronym is essentially a weapon.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think they have that. And also, to be fair, Marvel has a bunch of those.
Oh, I know. I already mentioned like 2 of them.
No. Alright.
Missed.
so what do we need to know about these here rebels?
Well, they also seem to be assassins.
Basically,
Which would
they're.
explain how.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Basically,
And they fight me the exact same way as them.
Basically, they're a faction of the League of Assassins that are just fed up with Raish's idiocy.
Well, because as we're about to find out here, as I now inspect the source undeterred this time, I collect a little sample for Raish just in case, so we don't let him die. Because like that, we'll also blow this up so that no one else can use it. Oop.
Turn around, slowly,
Nissa?
and hand me the detonator.
Ooh, you seem like a new face to me.
Oh, actually, she's
Yeah,
not.
actually, I've heard of you.
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
And I should know you from what?
Oh, she's Talia's sister.
Daughter fights for the rebels.
The rebels fight.
Oh, do we know her from anything? Like how? Like, did we learn about her anywhere else in the Arkham, or is this her introduction?
In Arkham, this is her introduction. In every other version, this is yeah.
She was a loyal fool.
And has she always been at ends with her sister and father?
So long as my
Sometimes she is, sometimes she isn't. It's kind of weird.
What do you want?
I mean, to quickly explain or sum up what's happening here, technically what's happening is that she's not really at odds with her father and the League of Assassins as an ideal. She just doesn't think that he should be the one leading anymore, given that he's essentially a senile man on life support.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, I agree with her.
So she wants to, uphold its sake of honor, and as she will explain, she does agree. Gotham is like, they're over Gotham. Their time is come and gone, and just like that, no more Lazarus pits. She hates about that. She hates all that stuff.
You know, for the record, I was about to do the exact same thing before you told me to hand that over.
Will be mine.
Well, for me, it's personal.
Well, for me, that's the fun part. And you took that from me.
She may have been your sister, but she was my girlfriend. Do you ever think about that, you jerk?
I swear by the
She may have been your sister, but she understood why I needed to make things go boom.
I will win this war, Dark Knight. It's up to you how long it rages for.
Thanks.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And just like that, whoosh, the camera re-renders.
How do they do that?
I don't know. How do they do that while I'm totally looking at them?
Their secret stays with me.
Okay.
The players will have no idea of how they did that.
I guess they're also my hallucinations.
I'm gonna watch that video again later of Batman just running away, and then Nolan stepped in. It's the exact same thing, but you get to see him clearly running away every time. Anyway, so now we're already at the end of this current expansion, and what's going to happen is that we are now going to be pressed with a choice to save on some time when we actually get to that choice. This can actually change how things are handled to an extent. What's going to happen here is we have the option to save or kill Raish. I am happy to hear anyone's at this point. I'll do
it's Batman. Save him.
You want me to save Raish?
He doesn't like. I mean, okay, to personally kill Raish, he I don't know. He wouldn't personally kill Raish. He would never step that line. And also, he does. He knows Raish is already on his last legs. The Lazarus pits are gone. Just let the man die of old age.
And to clarify, that's what he would do. Like, if he were to not kill him, but just destroy the machine and not give him any more Lazarus energy, just let what happens happen. Would you be okay with that?
That is a good point. I don't know.
And I will.
Most reasonable member of the family, but do you trust her?
I do.
And are you prepared to end a life for her, sir?
Because I was about to say, like, as far as like my opinion on the matter goes, I think Alfred's about to bring up some good points here.
Sir, if you don't mind, I just wanted to suggest that, given Raish's supernatural longevity and his current state of artificially prolonged existence, not to mention the fact that he has, in essence, already died, a case could be made that, well,
He's
swore
trying.
I'd never kill. He's a dangerous, uncompromising zealot, sir. Restored to full strength, there's no telling what he'll do, or who he might hurt. Is preventing some ungodly resurrection truly the same as taking a life?
What would you do, Alfred?
I don't know, sir, but I'll stand by you, whatever you choose.
Thank you for the vote of confidence.
Also, that is Alfred of this universe would not know. Alfred of any other universe would go, I killed the bitch.
Had to put it all down.
Yeah, Alfred's kind of a fucking badass in most universes, I'm not going to lie.
Usually. Also, our approach is going to be a little bit different this time. I got to remove the brakes manually. Okay, so I don't know. Doug, what would you do in a what would you have me do?
Wait, what?
Would you be okay with having Batman? Again, the context of what we're gonna do is I'm not going to like stab him. I'm not going to kill him. I just want to prevent him from resurrecting for the umpteenth time.
Ra's al Ghul, that is.
I'll let him die of old age.
Okay.
I'm gonna make the argument
because I don't.
Oh, sorry.
Because I was about to say, because I also don't like Batman just killing because of his code.
Well, here's the thing, like Logan suggested, it's not like he's like outright killing him himself. It's just more so like him denying Ra's a chance to basically get resurrected. It's not like he's actually committing the crime.
Okay, but here's the thing. He would be taking that option from Ra's, though. He would be taking the option away, which in a sense would be killing Ra's.
And in this situation, you could argue that Ra's may not even be having the choice to come back here either, but his followers are like keeping him alive, like because they need him, so they keep attaching to that machine even if maybe he wanted it to be.
I mean, honestly, I feel like it's starting to get to a point, and I know there's some adaptations that play with this idea where like eventually Ra's is just kind of like fed up with constantly coming back again and again and again. So I feel like in a way he probably would respect the idea of just letting him finally die.
Hold on. Let me check.
So I say this, and I'm having this whole conversation because I do know what happens regardless of what this is. Not regardless. I know what happens on either choice that I make. So that's why I'm genuinely just for the sake of having something unique to go with this playthrough of us all weighing in on our opinions here.
Okay.
on what I should do in the situation.
Well, I guess before I ask you, James, did you give your thoughts on it?
No, I have not, and to that I will say... Honestly,
It's actually
really
hard, isn't it?
Kind of is,
Like,
considering the fact that, like,
Yeah.
on one hand, yeah, like it was kind of said best already. The dude pretty much died multiple times, so I feel like at that point, Batman's whole no-kill philosophy shouldn't entirely apply here. At the same time, though, it would be another death on his it would be another death, I guess. So that could end up, reaping on Bruce's conscience. So
Well, it's also a matter
That's
of,
also
like,
true.
if he lets this one guy live, it could lead to, like, a bunch of other people dying.
that is also a good point. But it's one of those.
But to think of how
it's
many times
also
he's
one of
done
those-
that with Joker.
It's pretty
and
much the
stuff.
same. It's the same logic you could also apply to like a scumfuck like Joker. Before he ended up dying due to his own stupidity.
Honestly,
Well, I guess
I'm not going to lie, Logan.
Mm-hmm.
I know what the right answer is, and I will actually say this: do destroy the machine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say destroy
Destroy
it.
the machine.
Okay. Well, but I just wanted to have this put out there that I would have been okay with having this be a vote where we were like, okay, did we want to do this? So
Okay.
I could administer the cure or destroy the machine.
Well, that's what I was about to
will-
ask you. Like, disregarding what Arthur saw, what would your personal choice be?
I would prefer to destroy the machine and let nature take its course.
Stop him! Kill him!
Suck at your job
Break
and
it.
done.
I think the explosions might kill him, so fuck.
No, I'll tell you.
I'm just kidding, I know.
For now, though, I do need to take out some assassins now in order for to continue with this.
Yeah, at this point it was kind of a lost cause, so
So
Batman pretty much made the right decision here.
So I will explain what happens had I have not
Well, let's see what happens first.
Okay.
Right, because, like, I will say this, regardless of what choice you pick, you are going to have to be fighting ninjas first. It's just a matter of which faction of them you have to fight.
Right. For now, I'm just fighting his, which, I mean, what else is new?
I mean, think about it this way. It's not like this game's getting a sequel.
And apparently, again, as we discussed, apparently with Suicide Squad, any choice I just made here would have been undone anyway.
Well, again, assuming that a leak ends up being right.
I'd be pissed if it was.
Oh boy.
Aha! Made you look!
Made you look.
And boop!
Got your nose.
Again, I dislike these enemies, but all things must come to an end.
So, no hard feelings, right, Raish?
Nope.
Down, says the
Get
daughter.
down.
Father, what a monster you've let yourself become.
How long does he have?
Maybe hours. Maybe days.
I think ultimately this
Doesn't
also
matter.
just making this
There's no
decision
way back
also
for him
just
Oh,
fits more. Oh
I'll
no!
take him to GCPD.
Well, that what happens.
Good.
And I'll just
The
say,
loyalists will
genuinely, I also
And I'll be true to
more
my word.
agree with this
The
decision,
League has
just
no
with
business in
keeping
Gotham from now on.
keeping more in line with the overall
Hold on.
theme of this game.
Yeah.
Don't make me regret this, or you will.
And that's it for her.
Yep, won't be
As
seeing
for
her
Raish.
anymore.
Oh, I think
If you're
I'm
talking about the
too late.
quote, he said. If you're talking about the quote, he says it when we're at the Gotham police station.
Ah, gotcha.
As we take him back to Gotham PD with his glowy veins.
I will say,
Snores away.
I love D.
Oh, here
Bradley
it is.
Baker, but I will always say as well. Oh,
Proud of you.
yeah. By that point,
Nice your compliments,
it's confirmation. Raish kind of did want to die.
We wanted this to end. And again, the theme, the overall theme of this game to me being just things coming to an end. Like an era, a cycle or...
Anyway, so did you want to go into... Because I think we were about to get into that. What would have happened if you did choose to have saved him?
So he would have been brought back full force, as ever. Then the demon heads, the rogue faction would have showed up. We'd fight them, as we normally do. And then Nissa would show up, but with Raish being at full strength, he would get the upper hand and kill her himself.
Yeah. And the whole thing, in case you're wondering why that...
And then he would just...
In case you're wondering why that would, kind of mess with things as well, it's, he's proud of him here, but then in the other one, why would he want to go back? The whole thing with the Lazarus Pit is that it kind of changes your personality each time you use it.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoops, I didn't mean to.
It fucks with your mind.
Dang.
Makes you more twisted.
I'm heading to Wayne Tower parking garage.
Right, let's get on back with Wayne's story.
Woo!
So that for a number of reasons. I'm sorry about all that going on. Doug, did you agree with all that had just happened right there?
Doug,
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That's all I got, really.
No worries.
Okay.
What happened?
That's fair. That's fair.
He just said...
No, okay. Never mind then.
I'm here, me as well. Okay, that's
what do we take out first?
This thing first, because this will shut off a lot of the searchlights. Basically, every searchlight is tied to a turret. So
I'm surprised this one isn't guarded.
Yeah, they're bad at their jobs. This amassment of freaking mercenaries from across the world, because that's all that we'll learn later. That's all that explains Arkham Knight's powers. These are just goons.
Highly trained my Batfoot.
Yeah.
These aren't just goons. These are advanced goons. We can take the bad.
I was about to say, where'd you get your posse, Arkham Knight? Thugs for less?
Huh. Discount prices. Very cheap. You know what? Yeah, no, then that should be fine. Let's just swap in and have at it.
The thing is, why should we even be bothering them now? They're probably just discussing discussing their plans for their upcoming Friday potluck. Oh boy,
why not?
Man, I heard Jerry's...
Medic tried to heal somebody and that didn't work out for him.
The potluck is still going on? And man, I heard Jerry was going to bring his world-famous spinach chops.
He just tried to grab the weapons box and that didn't work out well. Someone has a gun though.
He thought the box was where all the spinach chops were at.
Watch it.
Guns allowed.
It's like, watch it. Hit them with a battle range. They're still hot.
No.
Ow, my head.
You won't be seeing long enough to be on time for the pizza party.
Man, you're gonna be so disappointed that you missed out on that. I heard they have cheese-filled crust.
Oh, my favorite.
Wait, secure area.
Oh yeah, I think it means that the lower level too.
Is there a lower level?
Wasn't there?
Just your confusion.
Hang on. One guy late to the party.
Got a straggler over here.
Sorry, I'm late, guys. I got caught up in some Batman. What the fuck?
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I just got
now
really
the area is secured.
Sorry, just finished my beef burrito. What were you saying?
What a time to go to what a time for a bathroom break, am I right? Now then. You up. You.
Who turned off my party lights?
We're gonna have the sickest rave ever, Batman. You know it.
The system.
You fucking ruined it, you fucking darkest meanie.
You darkest meanie?
You ruined it,
Dark
you
Batman
Knight!
Batman is the Gotham meanie. It just
watch out, everybody! It's like Gotham meanie.
It just doesn't have the same weight to it as a.
I don't know why. Just
you saying
you saying that just reminds me of the fact that the blue meanies were the inspiration for the Joker in
what? Who are
in Batman
who are the
anime.
blue meanies?
Oh, the villains of the Yellow Submarine.
Huh.
Oh.
But yeah, just
You know, that does explain a lot, now you mention it.
But yeah, just going off of Gotham.
Were they the ones who owned the weird dog
Oh.
thingy? Or not the dog, the frickin'... Well, hang on. Wayne Parking is definitely supposed to be open right now.
Alfred, I'm heading to Wayne Tower parking garage. Let's see.
Oh, the parking garage.
But yeah, just going back to Gotham meanie, I just imagine like he holds that title, and then when he gets onto some thugs, it's like,
You do, and I'll give you such a pinch.
Just be happy I didn't bring my young ward, the
ne'er-do-well.
The ne'er-do-well.
The Batman, the Bat Pinch.
Honestly, better than what I was gonna say. I was gonna just outright say Dingleberry.
Wait, hold on.
Dingleberry.
Hold on, guys, hold on.
High school.
What Lucius Fox was just talking about something.
what did he say?
He was saying that something in a glitch in the system. He was like, oh, okay, that's what was going on. He was like, oh, it must be a glitch. I thought you were already here. It's because we have company.
God damn it! They had to go breaching the meanies' gates.
You're gonna pay for those
Damn it,
doors, you booger brain.
Damn it, not Meanie Enterprises. What the fuck, man?
Also, I will say that is a pretty power move to be trying to fire low surface-to-air missiles inside of a parking garage.
I'm sorry. It just made me think his real identity is Bruce Mean.
Bruce Mean.
I am Bruce Meanie. I am the owner of Meanie Enterprises.
No.
I am Bruce.
I was like, yeah, I am
Man.
Payne.
Bruce Payne. There you go. That sounds like the name of a fucking Garbage Pail Kids parody.
It does. Attack these guys.
Wasn't Garbage Pail Kids a parody in and of itself?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, about freaking Cabbage Patch Kids. And at some point, they thought that deserved a movie, just like the Backrooms. I've heard that apparently the Backrooms is canon.
Yep, I posted that. That's weird.
To its credit, though, I'm actually pretty intrigued. It's going to be done by the guy. It's going to actually be directed by a YouTuber, the guy who did the CG Backroom short that got so much publicity because it was actually a very good interpretation of it.
Well, that's neat, but I guess my thing is more like, is there really anything you can use for the Backrooms to make a movie out of?
So, to that, I would say they would probably have to do... Also, this is what we're going to use to get people back on track with the story. Poison Ivy still needs to find another massive tree to help her with her, like, fear toxin filtration system she's working on. So this will allow us to have a deep underground sonar to find where the tree is.
We can't risk another incursion. Lock the building down and transfer remote production to Alfred.
Consider it done, Mr. Wayne. Good luck with the gardening.
Master Bruce, I'm afraid those drones were just the beginning. I've detected a significant redeployment of vehicles from Founders Island into the north and south of the city. It seems the Arkham
Sonar. Fire!
Sorry.
Very good, sir.
Guys, now we just have to follow where the trail goes. Slow down.
Sorry.
You know, talk about the most appropriate weapon for the Meanie Mobile.
Yep. Head this way. Jesus. Anyway, basically, the back rooms you would have to probably do the conversation I said in another server would be, I think it would work if you had like if you made it like an experimental kind of movie where I'm trying to remember the name of this one movie that I'd seen recently on a Shudder.
Oh,
I'm looking up the name real quick before I
do something send your way.
My way. Oh. Okay, moving on. Okay, where was that movie I was looking at?
Hold on, there's one more coming in your position.
So there is.
Okay.
Anyway, as I was
saying about this movie, okay, Skinamarink was the name of it. It's this experimental horror movie on Shudder, and I feel like, basically, I think the Backrooms works best when it's like liminal spaces, like surreal liminal spaces, no real monster. I think where a lot of the, honestly, I'll say justified ire with the oh, hang on, that should be it.
Bam!
Sorry.
Found it.
Awaken!
Alright, I'm up!
Oh, holy crap, that thing's strong.
That looks
Yeah,
like
we
a
may have
boss
another
fight.
problem with Gotham. Yeah, we may have another problem with Gotham entirely once this is all taken care of. Unfortunately, we are not the only ones to have taken notice of the new botany.
I mean, it does kind of stick out.
The debeautification squad.
Curses, the gardeners. We gotta go stop them. Anyway,
gardeners.
Oh god, it's the weed.
No, oh god,
it's the weed whackers.
Yeah, I think the problem.
Do you kill a weed? You go to the root.
I'll protect it.
Oops. Yeah, no, I think the problem. Okay, get the big guy out of here right away. Love that. Is the biggest problem with the backrooms is that a lot of the internet, because of the popularity of it, the internet kind of took the backrooms as a concept and made it more like the SCP Foundation, if you've ever seen or heard about that.
Yeah, I have noticed that once that was getting popular.
So to quickly explain for hype, so SCP kind of started online. It's basically they basically wanted to make it into a think of it like a corporate creepypasta thing where the SCP Foundation is around for three main core things: securing, containing, and protecting the populace from eldritch and/or weird objects and individuals. And so, what the purpose of SCP writing is usually all about? What the hell?
What the fuck?
I think we're too late.
What happened, Ivy? Real quick before I continue. Oh, I see. Okay, it grew bark like a tree.
Oh, she was just growing up.
Stay in the gardens, Ivy. I'll let you know if the situation changes. Alfred.
Thank you.
Tell me
what, Alfred?
the cloudburst.
I wish I could, sir, but I'm encountering rather a lot of interference. No doubt a deliberate attempt to disguise their movements.
Run a full analysis of the Arkham Knight's forces.
Of course, sir, but I'll need some time.
Upload the data to the Bat computer in the movie studios when you're ready.
Yes, sir. In the meantime, there are numerous open cases yet to be investigated.
Ah, downtime.
Beautiful. So what do we do now?
So let's see.
I am feeling in the mood for some telling tonight.
I'm heading to the movie studios.
Anyway, so beyond that, okay, so back into the SCP thing as we head to the movie theater to see if we can learn more about what's going on there. To clarify what's been going on. So the SCP Foundation, basically the whole writing behind it is it's a huge group written thing, and it basically becomes a bunch of write rules for this. This is how to treat this. It's a lot of data expunging, a lot of black Sharpies covering things. So in any case, the thing of where I think the backrooms became just over convoluted is everyone started to add up these stupid rules to it. Like, again, I think the backrooms works at its best when you have no idea what the hell is going on. It's liminal spaces. It's meant to look a little eerie and unsettling because it looks a little off, and it's just this unreal thing. I think the best presentation of the backrooms was its original copy pasta on 4chan, where it had the sentence at the very end: you could be wandering that place for hours, never knowing quite where you are, the maze ever changing, and God help you if you hear something, because it definitely heard you.
Yeah.
Like, that sentence by itself, that's it. I think that's good for setting up a stage for inherent horror. The problem is that then the internet started to take it all out of control and started coming up with rules. Like, oh, actually the way this works is you have to when you're on this level of the backrooms, level -5 to be precise, throw the golf ball down the corridor 3 times and never say your name when asked what type of pepperoni you want on your pizza, and that will give you access to level -1. I'm like, what the hell are we talking about?
What the hell is this?
A lot of gibberish.
So the good news is that the guy directing the Backrooms movie that seems to be in production now is actually this guy who did a very decent animation on YouTube for what to expect in the Backrooms, and so I'll give it credit. I'm curious to see where that goes. I also am not going to be expecting too much. I mean, the director himself straight up said, I'm just going to direct it over summer vacation or something.
Yep.
Right, back to the film studio.
See,
you know what would be just as scary of a scenario? Literally walking through customer service.
Yes.
Right now.
or through the I forget the type of building they were trying to find themselves. The what was it? The it's the
perfume department.
No, not that. The something. It's like you go inside there and you go all mad.
Yeah. Just I think. It's the thing from Asterix. Yeah, I think it's just called the house that makes you go.
The house of madness or something like
right,
that.
But it's supposed to be a parody of some actual like building in real life.
Oh, it's just it's just a parody of DMV and bureaucratic red tape in a nutshell.
Oh yeah,
right.
And that's and all and how.
I mean, you can just make a horror movie based off of that premise alone.
Yeah,
I mean, I bet it's out there.
Satire. But I love that, and the satire of like, oh yeah, wow, watch how easily it can all just fall apart on itself.
Yep, if you throw that shit right back at them.
And they all come toppling down.
We have to make sacrifices, Alfred.
Consider those sacrifices wisely, sir. If he finds out she's gone and you didn't tell him, you will lose him forever.
And that's the thing. Another theme of this is not hurting the ones you love. We will not win this fight by fighting what we hate, but protecting what we love.
Can you get
and when we say protect, we mean literally stuff them inside these vaults.
Let's find out.
Sir, the long-range scanners have not been able to locate the cloudburst.
Deploy the Batwing and run a low.
Hey, not there.
We can't, sir.
There.
Founders Island is
Getting warmer, getting colder.
Oh, and unfortunately, we can't even get the Bat Pod anywhere near there. No, Bat Pod's the motorcycle. We can't even get the Batwing anywhere near there because of all the anti-air aircraft.
I wonder how much different things would be if they actually let you control more than just the Batmobile in this game, like bringing the Bat Pod or even the Batwing.
I actually would not be against that. At least introduce some variety in all.
Well, I know the Batwing you can. I know the Batwing you can use in Arkham Origins, since that's like your main use of fast travel in that game.
Right, but not like in any like gameplay like sections.
It's the only way. I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, like imagine getting to fly around with that thing a la Star Fox.
Or even like the best way I could see it being used is
I need you to focus on the cure.
You don't have to do this on your own, Bruce.
That is I mean,
it's under control.
That was a bold-faced lie. Like you could have at least said, "I'm still looking for her. Don't worry," and like just say that. Don't just actually physically specifically lie about her condition. Okay. But honestly, the best vehicle I could think of and how they handled it was
what
are you doing in there?
There's no way you're sticking us in here, Brucey. You'll be like some awful sitcom. 2 wacky roommates, 1 quarantine cell. I know comedy, Bruce. This'll get old fast.
Well, at least we can agree with that.
Also,
what's this?
This is where the frost grenade would be. No prompt, no little wayfinder notification on your HUD, just on the nightstand.
It would have been right there on that terrible seat.
Terrible
creases.
Anyway, so let's get over there. Oh, now what?
You were going to tell him. Come clean like you did with Gordon. But you realized why break him now when we can crush him later? It's classic Joker.
That is true.
Something truly beautiful is happening, Bats.
Gosh.
Can you leave me alone?
You silly man.
Seriously, you're like a mole I can't exactly peel off.
But yeah, honestly, the best vehicle I could think of to emulate how the Batwing would work. Oh my god.
Around in this bat-infested cave of a mind, and it seems like you actually believe this cure nonsense. Oh, Bruce, forget the cure.
How'd you do that?
Oh my god, I can't leave you anywhere.
It'll be your swan song, the last good thing you'll ever do.
Sheesh. Now then, is in Ratchet and Clank.
I swear, Joker, if you pop out of my ear, if I catch you popping out of my ear at one point, I will pull you out like as if it were no tomorrow.
I love that idea now.
Can I at least have some bacon?
No.
Now, what are we trying to say about Ratchet?
Just that the best one I could think of, and you know what? Actually, let's do some Two-Face stuff.
Oh yeah, how's Harvey Dent been doing amidst all this chaos?
He's just robbing banks. He's boring.
You know, as you
fun
do.
at all. Anyway, in Ratchet & Clank 3, there was this thing called the hover ship. Used it in a couple missions. It had like full like strafing and aerial mobility with missiles and like blasters and stuff. That I feel would have been the best, a very comfortable, interesting way to pilot the Batwing. Or honestly, yeah, just do the same thing we do with the Batmobile. Have a strafing battle mode, and then just a straight up Star Fox flying around, advancement mode. Anyway, so here we have the bank heist sequences.
Real quick, something that just occurred to me, like Scarecrow announcing over the intercoms around the city about like, oh, how we let Barbara die and whatnot. It's a good thing Tim is too busy being in there and that he wasn't able to overhear those Scarecrow intercoms.
Yeah. So, here's the good news about these sequences. Well, I guess, okay, good news and bad news. Up there, we need to take out that many number of people very quickly before they rob this whole bank. The problem is, or I should say the problem is that we have to be fast. The good news is that because of this alarm being on all the time, I pretty much can knock these people out as loudly as I want to, and they won't be able to hear a thing because of the constant alarm going on. So, whoop. Him. Let's see what else we do.
Oh, there was one guy you passed in there.
Oh, hang on.
Or you can get this guy.
There. Hang on. Is he in? Yes, he's in there. Hang on.
Well, he's making his way out, so he might want to act quick.
Is he making his way down?
Oh, I can do a fear takedown.
Sorry.
Hey, fine.
Also, actually, I have to do it the critical role way. Make him my way.
Is that what he does every single time?
Oh yeah, no, it's every time somebody accidentally says, "I'm gonna make my way," somebody else goes, "Make my way."
Ow.
Every time.
Wait, that killed me?
I was about to say,
yeah, you only had so much health. You only had so much health, dude. And they clearly saw you going up the gargoyle.
I was gonna say, I thought I had more bullet defense than that. I guess.
You know what? I think you were confusing it with your melee defense.
Of Two-Face, like, is he an actual like legitimate split personality? Is he?
Usually,
yes. It actually depends on the version. I personally want to say my favorite version is the version from The Dark Knight, because it's not
I like that.
It's not a split personality. It's just that he had a part of himself that he hid from others, and then after like he did already have a problem there, like anger issues, and once he became Two-Face, his anger issues just skyrocketed.
Right. Isn't that kind of... I might be wrong. It's been a while since I saw the episode. Isn't that not entirely dissimilar to how he was in the animated series?
No, it was a split personality in the animated series. Most definitely it was a split personality.
Okay.
Because
I just meant that notion of...
Remember, there's the whole thing of like, it's like, can I talk to Bad Harv? I don't think he wants
the reason I say this because I could have sworn that was like an element in the animated series as well, where he was basically trying to keep Big Bad Harv a secret from everyone.
He was, but but it was still a split personality.
And we only really ever heard about it like in that there's only ever a hint of it in that one interrogation scene, and right there when Batman was talking about like if Gotham were ever to see this, all of your ethics, all of your all that would come crashing down if anybody in Gotham ever saw how you were treating this man and like intimidating him. There we go. Now that we've dealt enough damage,
back on the gargoyles.
Now they will stop trying to steal money. So, again, ultimately, all it really is just defeat enough enemies in that short of window. But I mean, yeah. Otherwise, it seems like what Two-Face is being done, like treated here, is just a very extreme Jekyll and Hyde. Like,
there's no alarm.
Which, again, it really does depend on the version. But so yeah.
Okay. What say you, Doug? Do you have a preference on the idea of how they handle this?
With Two-Face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like how the animated series did it, honestly.
What do they do? Like how they treat in that one?
Split personality.
Yeah, like Matt said.
Yeah, split personality.
Well, I mean, okay, then was it entertaining? Did it?
Oh,
seem
it was
like
very
childish
well done.
And, like...
It basically
It was
what
very well
was
done.
is Harvey was there for the most part, and then the second he became Two-Face, Big Bad Harv took over wholesale. Like,
right.
Oh yeah, no, I mean that's kind of the beautiful thing about the animated series is that they actually gave Harvey Dent some time to breathe before he took up the
Oh yeah,
persona.
and I think one of my favorite things is that Harvey Dent actually does technically come back.
Really?
Yeah, in the Batman the New animated series.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I will say that's probably...
Huh?
You finish.
Basically, there's a character called the Judge in that series, and in one episode, and you're trying to figure out who the Judge is, and it turns out it's. They say that it's Harvey's like. They say that it's his. That's a new personality and all that, but in my opinion, I had the idea that it's the original personality breaking out.
Gate and pick up Dent's thugs.
Sure thing, Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, all I was saying is that, like, honestly, like, you mentioned the fact that they give, like, Dent, time to be himself before he becomes Two-Face and that. Honestly, like, one of the reasons why I actually find Two-Face to be one of the more interesting villains is because he's one of the few villains that actually does have a fairly close relationship to Bruce, because they were actually good friends before he turned into Two-Face.
Right, well, the idea is that... And it seemed like the idea was that it was... and again, I thought very interestingly expounded upon in Dark Knight. Harvey Dent represented a similar thing to what Batman himself did, just more in the legal light of the world kind of thing.
Yeah.
He also disliked criminals. He just didn't resort to vigilantism and stuff, which is why Batman very much respected him until happened.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with him just going like that's why Batman was like, oh, or Bruce is like, oh, he's the guy who can get rid of like, he is what Gotham needs. I am not what Gotham needs.
Right. And I know that this criminal population is gonna go down eventually. No, I'm not doing AR challenges.
The criminal population is now gone because that man popped his balls.
God,
and I'm the one that popped.
That's the part where Bruce is like, you think, but the ball popping has only begun.
I've
been doing this for so many years.
Today. I am the one who pops.
Just when you think you finally seen
I think
the
you
end
might
of
want
it.
to keep that to yourself.
Just when you think it's over in this city, we just keep fighting.
I mean, Alfred, come on, they're unconscious. Who are they gonna tell?
I mean,
oh, them! I wasn't talking about them. I was talking about myself. I'll leak it to the press that you said it, sir.
Master Bruce, even as the person that raised you to be the man you are today, that's something I did not need to know about you.
I literally changed your diapers one time.
And even I think that's a little TMI.
I'm just imagining if at one point Bruce maybe, in his younger years, maybe had those particular hormones to the point where he would go sneak in some adult magazines, and then Alfred literally dug under his bed and just said, "Bruce, for shame."
For shame? It's natural. That's actually the thing you should say to make it even more awkward.
Actually, now I'm just thinking back, the way you said that, probably one of my favorite little gags from Psychonauts 2, where it's like, alright, I'm thinking of your mother. Dad! We're human, Raz. It's nature.
But yeah, no, basically I just, that was the whole thing, and that's why I could see, I forgot when it was first said, but I like the idea that Batman does look at Harvey Dent as one of his biggest failures because of what has happened to what should have been one of the biggest, what should have been one of the biggest allies that Gotham ever had.
Yeah. One of his biggest allies turned into...
And unfortunately, it was as Harvey Dent himself put it, partially Batman's fault because of him. Again, it's the freaking J. Jonah Jameson Spider-Man argument of, is Batman's existence here escalating crime to match his quote-unquote demand?
Well,
I mean,
like, it's more like, is Batman responsible for the villains and stuff like that?
And say what you will about it. I mean, at least speaking on behalf of the animated series, they did tackle that question in an episode.
Yeah,
yeah, the whole
honestly, I still
case.
think that is probably one of the best episodes. So.
I am very excited to. I know we've been watching. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on.
My bad.
I know. I was like, I know we've been watching. Freakazoid, but I am looking forward to playing the area. I am looking forward to watching the animated series as well.
Same.
Yes.
Same.
Because I really want to like experience all of the Bruce Timm stuff.
Yeah.
I'm overdue to rush more than myself.
Like, I know...
How many seasons of it were there?
4.
What was that?
Of the animated
How many
series?
seasons were there of the Bruce Timm series?
Well, I'll say with the...
Technically speaking, yeah, 4.
Yeah, because also keep in mind it also did the same thing that Justice League did, where the later seasons are treated as a separate show for some reason.
Yeah, which is why I said 4. Like the new adventures, I consider the 4th season.
I mean, it's not too dissimilar to how, technically after it was either season 1 or season 2 of the animated series, they started calling it The Adventures of Batman and Robin.
Yep.
I think that was season 2.
Ah.
That is season 2, I believe, yeah.
Which Robin was it again?
Dick Grayson.
Yeah, Dick Grayson. Tim Drake was in the 4th season.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because that's another thing about the animated series. They pretty much outright skipped Jason Todd and went straight to Tim.
To be fair,
nobody liked them.
To be fair, they combined Tim and Jason, and the reason why is because it's kind of like what the Superman animated series did, in that give me a second. It's kind of what the Superman animated series did, in that they, well, not just Superman animated, but also the Justice League animated series. Flash in that is actually Wally West. Barry Allen never existed. They combined Wally West and Barry Allen because Wally West was, at the time in the comics, the Flash. He wasn't Kid Flash.
Right.
Barry Allen hadn't been in the comics for like 10 years. And so they did the same thing with Tim Drake and Jason Todd and kind of combined the two, but because Tim Drake was the Robin at the time, that's what they did.
I'm kind of curious, though, because it's like, I know how they did it for Justice League, where it's like, it's Wally West, but they gave him, like, Barry Allen's job of working with the police. What elements of Jason did they put into that version of Tim again?
Trying to steal the Batmobile's wheels.
Ah.
Yeah.
I thought the Joker did that and got away.
I hate you.
The Batmobile lost the wheel and Joker got away. Hey!
I am still ashamed that I did not show that joke in Origins because that joke is.
I could have sworn you did. Like,
nah. Well, I recorded it, but then I realized like it just got so slow because it's post game only. It's just you taking down a bunch more people, and one of the people that you take down. Oh, this is actually a problem. And one of the people.
Bells.
And one of the people.
Batman spells.
No.
No.
Stay down. You sillies.
Okay, take down you guys because you guys are annoying. No, you don't.
Oop. And you're just as much so.
Oh no, the slap!
Oh
man.
Got
so taken up by the prissy punch.
You should take better care of yourself, Patsy. There's 2 of us in there.
Don't remind me of Joker and pregnancy today, Joker. I'm already not in the mood.
That's not what I mean, you filthy man.
That is exactly what that statement and turn of phrase means. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Otherwise, it's been a pretty...
You say I'm the weird one.
You're weird, Bruce.
You are.
You're weird.
Oh, okay. By the way, here are the connections of Tim Drake, like the stuff that he took from Jason Todd. One, he was an orphan that was the son of a criminal that tried to steal from Batman, and his villain was kind of Two-Face.
Right.
And all of that. And then the other one is that their careers as Robin ended by the hands of the Joker. Different ways, but still.
Okay, you know that. Now that I think about it, yeah, that is a parallel. Now that I think of it until now.
Kind of messed up when you really think
Oh, it's
about
incredibly
it. Yeah.
messed up. Honestly, I would say that the crowbar was more messed up, but I'm just going to say I think that Tim becoming the Joker is a little more messed up.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, I would say not even just the fact of like, because technically, like Joker just not only tortured, but he just up and killed Jason. Whereas with Tim, he tortured him and just molded him into like this complete monster just for the sake of getting under Bruce's skin.
Yep.
Just to like completely recondition him. It's dark.
Oh, incredibly. I guess you could say that was a very dark night.
Ow!
You knew it was
someone
dark.
Someone died that night, man.
Someone died.
Yeah, the Joker, and nobody was sad about it.
I had a feeling that poem was gonna come out somewhere.
I mean, I don't know. Joker. I was about to say, I don't know. Tim was crying afterwards.
But go ahead, James. You're onto something there.
That's not funny.
That's not. Oh, speaking of which.
I know how you feel about this.
Honestly, I still love that parallel of there. Literally, the Joker says the exact opposite in Arkham City when he dies.
There can only be one Joker.
Yeah.
Like like Joker, like when he died in animated, it's that's not funny. That's not. And then Joker in this one, you know, that's pretty funny.
Actually, it's pretty funny.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, I think the only reason why it seems funnier to him here is because technically he directly caused his own death.
I mean, in both versions, he directly causes both death. In
that is a
directly
good point,
both
fair.
versions. I can't speak today. I'm so tired.
You're fine.
Just in general, the idea is that the idea is that
I'm a writer, people. I can't grammar.
He more properly understood the dramatic irony. Also, the thing I just did there is something that the game doesn't really tell you about, but it's super important that you take advantage of, is to take advantage of your corner cover, because corner cover not only allows you to get a look at something and to do takedowns, but corner cover also allows you to use gizmos on things from around the corner without them noticing.
Right.
That'll be very huge in certain.
You know, considering the fact that Batman has blown up that explosive gel in front of his face, it's no wonder he is able to survive a fucking bomb explosion 2 centimeters in front of him in the Batman.
I'm heading there now.
Batman can see through the explosions, but can he see why children love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I love that I just remembered that still. Anyway, the fact that that's still somewhere in there in my memory banks.
I still love. I wish Sammy is here. I know that Doug will appreciate this one, but Sammy was like, hold on, let me find the exact thing. Here we go. Sammy apparently is like going on this whole thing of like, screw kids. It's like tricks being for kids. Fuck you, kids. They are not. They are for me to have diabetes from you little shit. Oh, darn.
Yeah, honestly, I deserve that. I lost my favorite TikTok.
When did you guys exactly say that again? Because I remember hearing it. Was that when I was playing High Five Rush?
I don't know. It was Sammy posting it in the chat. It was just, screw kids. It's like tricks being for kids. Fuck you, kids. They are for me to have diabetes from you little shit weasels. And then she said that to me, and I replied, said the Tricks Rabbit.
I'm just saying, like, Sammy, do you need to... Sammy and or Alex.
Joker, tricks are for everyone.
Yes. Matt, and they will never know that Matt's IP address and home mailing address is 7...
It actually doesn't even start with a 7, so ha!
I was about to say, yeah, I don't even think it begins with a 7, so it's like...
Imagine that for a moment, though. Putting an actual, like, hot dog frank on a literal, like, tortilla shell.
I mean...
Yeah.
It's not the weirdest thing.
It's about as it feels about as uncanny as wrapping a frankfurter on just a standard piece of wheat bread.
I've done it.
Yes, I want to silence.
I have too, and it's still, again, it's not the same.
Well, the only reason I've done it is because I've had a few times where we ran out of buns.
Well, yeah, but even still, it's like, regardless of such, buns are bust.
Yeah.
And that's why I say hot dogs should just be hot dogs.
I mean, yeah,
hot dog
is a
equality
sandwich.
for
Thank
all.
you.
No, hot dogs are just hot dogs. They have their own classification. It's like how you can't even classify a raccoon as anything but a raccoon.
Yeah.
They're not a vermin. They're not a canine or none of that.
Right.
What about you, Doug? Where do you stand on hot dogs' rights?
You keep forgetting that he has no opinion on these food tangents.
I really
He might not, but I still want him to be involved. Devil, damn it!
Oh crap! That's like our one go-to thing.
I mean, sure, I put myself in involvements just by saying random shit.
I mean,
have you ever
is
tried
true.
haggis before?
I have actually.
Haggis.
What's it taste like?
Good question.
Wait, what is he? Has he had what?
Haggis.
Haggis.
Oh, you know, I've had haggis before myself.
How was it?
Never again.
I mean, like, just from the description, it doesn't sound like it would taste that good.
It's sheep bladder. What is it, like sheep bladder and sadness?
Yes.
Just sadness.
Yes.
Not
Sheep's
wrong.
bladder and sadness. Exactly.
Yo, I fucking got depressed that day. I had to eat Shaun the sheep.
Damn.
Why Shaun?
Right before that second movie.
Literally.
So, if that movie wins any awards, Sean will accept them posthumously. How do you pronounce that?
Posthumously.
Okay.
Post-
I don't know why, but
posthumously. Not posthumously. That's a different kind of food.
Well, no, what I was about to say is I remember posthumously. For some reason, there was a time where I would pronounce it posthumously.
I'm sorry, all of these bodies just piling up.
he just never.
I love how all it took
together.
was for us to talk about. All it took was for us to talk about haggis, and that's how Batman saves the day.
All it took for me was just to keep. All it took for me was to stop being fancy, just keep punching everybody in the throat in the same exact spot, and I never would
Punch.
And the worst,
Just fucking
That's
keep
Batman.
asking a Scotsman.
The armor on that
the worst
missile
part
launcher
is
will be
all of
too
those
thick for me
bodies
to
just make a
penetrate.
square.
I need something with a little more punch.
How do all these bodies make a square? How do all these squares make a circle? I just.
And that one's still green.
I still.
Has Batman throughout
There
his...
we go. Finally, I can now. Finally, we can have the Batmobile and Founders.
I love that.
Hooray!
I love
Next
that.
session, we can finally. Go ahead.
It's nothing important.
Cobra tanks. Which also means finally we'll be able to finish. We'll be able to finally finish the Riddler's thing next session.
Yay.
Hooray!
Also, really quick, I still love that video I posted with the perfect cell be like, it's the person in the pool.
I fucking love that.
Hey, no.
That is me muffled if I yell.
It's so fucking funny.
blow up a planet, are you, Cell?
Yes, right here in the face. Why?
No, you're not going to really blow up a planet, are you, Frieza? Yeah, the smithereens. Why?
I would watch that.
Yes, to smithereens. Why do you ask?
This is horrible. The Dragon Ball wish is horrible. You're horrible.
You're an
What took you-
irredeemable monster. Oh, what took you?
What took you so long, idiot?
It just
What
shoots
took
him with
you
a
so
laser
long,
out of his
monkey?
finger.
What took you so long, imbecile?
No, he's that fucking frog that Ginyu switch bodies with.
Oh God.
All right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What am I better
Way to
at?
take all the steam ass of me.
Still rent free in my fucking head. That he's a fucking frog.
Yeah.
Froggy, anyway.
Froggy?
Froggy, why are we in Gotham? It smells funny.
And there's no real good place to fish.
Well, there is one pond, but it's filled with really weird fish with really weird smiles.
I think they call them sharks.
Well, I was more so referencing the Joker fish.
Yep. That which he tried to like have a patent for. I still love that.
What?
Oh yeah.
The Joker tried to patent the Joker fish.
Yes, that's part of his plan. He made Joker fish, tried to patent it so that people would have to pay him every time they catch or use one.
You killed Captain Clown.
You killed Captain Clown.
Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot that was part of this whole scheme.
Thank you. I didn't want to be loud for that.
It's fine. I remember that. I don't think it's from the same episode, but I still love that.
Freaking.
I just remember the fucking Joker fish, and that line just immediately popped into my fucking head.
Actually, with the Joker fish, the thing that I remember is like, because Harley talks about how she hates fish, and Joker's like, "Oh come on, you get to be a pretty mermaid." He just puts the giant fish head over her. It's like, you're really sick, you know that, boss.
And I like that. I like that in the animation. I like the just the ridiculousness of their like
dynamic.
And how wasn't it actually that show that like really started first introducing the idea of Harley just being over Joker?
That was the show that made Harley.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn did not exist before that show.
You never knew that?
Harley Quinn was made for the show.
I always thought just like with any property that
Harley Quinn was made for the show.
Yeah, she was created for the show. She's one of the few examples where like the show character became so popular they were incorporated into the comics.
Yeah. In fact, funnily enough, the episode she debuted in, I think she was originally meant to be a one-off, but she got so popular they decided to use more of her.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to blow your mind as well, Logan. There was another very famous comic book character that had the exact same situation. Laura, aka X-23. Wolverine's daughter.
You know, the little girl that's a Wolverine clone.
Yeah. You're not listening, okay.
No, sorry, just like, sorry, but no, I almost trying to remember who X-23 is.
Oh, you've seen Logan.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, the little girl with the claws. Yeah, she originally debuted in X-Men Evolution.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's a show I really am overdue to watch that show because I don't.
It is a good show.
Yeah, me too. Like, well, she appears in like the later seasons of it, but yeah, in general, I think it's a very underrated show.
That probably explains it. I think I was a little more familiar with like the earlier episodes than I was.
Honestly, take out the big guy and the healer.
Unfortunately, I cannot
take out the big
guy with the fear.
But definitely take out the healer.
Yeah. The only shortcut with the big guys is using object takedowns. Oh no, you don't.
Oh boy.
I'll choke you first.
Quit choking yourself.
Quit choking yourself.
Honestly, I don't know why. Just like, I know it's a little bit of spoilers to say this, but just Batman taking on Arkham Knight just makes me think of one of my favorite lines from like I think it is Equalizer 2, or maybe it's from that movie. It could have just been what somebody said, but it's basically like, I taught you everything you guys know. I taught you everything you know, but I never taught you everything I know.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I wish they did more with that.
That guy tried to hit you with another guy.
Again?
Yep. And he gets the lamp for that.
Not the lamp.
The lamp.
Don't worry, they don't die. They just get really big boo-boos.
Every time.
Aw,
this
what
is
did
the
Lippy ever
worst
do to you?
Batman Arkham Knight is the worst sequel to the Brave Little Toaster I've ever done see.
Well, actually, what's funny is, like, when I'm thinking of Lampy, I'm thinking more so two things. One, the Lampy, the literal lamp sidekick in the Larry Boy cartoon, and second, the Pixar lamp.
That's
Luxo.
I
think of Luxo, and because that is actually his name because he got a short based called Luxo. Was it either Luxo or Luxo Jr.?
Luxo Jr.
Luxo Jr. is the little one, but the main lamp is Luxo.
The Arkham Knight.
Gotcha.
Tell me you have a name.
I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, it was it's that, and the other lamp I think of is his name is Ray from Ghost Trick. The at the very beginning, the little poltergeist that possesses the lamp and talks to you and helps you out.
Yeah.
You heard me.
There's a whole lot more story to that game. We want to tackle that at some point. I like Ghost Trick. I'm very... I understand why, story-wise, they probably couldn't keep that thing going for more than one game, but I'm bummed. There are some times where, selfishly speaking, I'm bummed that Ace Attorney was the one that got a bajillion sequels compared to all the other fun little like projects that Capcom did.
Yeah.
Like, I like Ace Attorney, but I don't like it that much. Like, you only can do a murder mystery thing so many times, I think.
Well, I'll give you credit. You're at least handling it better than Arlo did with the Pokemon and Sonic movies.
Wait, what happened with him?
Well, you don't remember, like, that whole spiel we talked about how, like, apparently he's so salty that Sonic got a sequel over Detective Pikachu?
Which, actually, Detective Pikachu might get a sequel, and I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Yep, Legendary Pictures did say that they are in development of it.
Which is neat. But it does make me very curious how they can continue that story. Like, how are they going to get rid of Ryan Reynolds' like character again and have him be the Pikachu, since that's really what people watch them for.
I don't know, they'll find bullshit.
We'll take turns.
Yeah, where's Joker?
You do a little bit of, I don't know, crime scene investigating, or some of Riddler's OC.
You in here?
I know you're around here.
Then I'll do some hit and runs.
There
there he is. Now I can ignore you.
I'll hand control of your body right back when my turn's done.
I don't trust you. I let you borrow the loofah 1 year. Never saw it back again.
The loofah?
Anywho.
Long story, that's. I'm not going to bore you with the details.
Let's see what else I could do. Now that I'm here, I can actually do the final Firefly mission.
Okay.
Besides, shouldn't you go out? Shouldn't you be out saving Bob? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Just make sure you don't eat the mashed. Just make sure you don't eat the potato salad.
You've already eaten the potato salad. Well, I wouldn't read any two-part stories.
Ah, freaking Dominic.
Yes.
Which speaking of that, that's another game. That car's like, oh shit, oh crap,
oh crap, it's the back!
I'm on my way.
No! Get away from
Never
me!
mind.
I got an EMP. Hey, how's it
Remember,
going?
perfectly harmless.
Oh, hey,
how's it going?
How's it going, bud? How's it going, pals? I'm Batman.
Hey, pal. Hey, other pal.
It's like, well, hiya, sport. You must be Duncan. Good to meet you. Let's wrestle.
Let's wrestle. Anyway, but no, what was it? That's another game. It is also on our plan to.
Return to Monkey Island.
Yes,
Yes.
so that is also a very good game. I think it gets a bad rap. I'm still gonna call it Hey Firefly.
Oh, it did get a bad rep. I mean, once the game came out, I've heard nothing but good things.
But just all of the initial like gut reflex ire that thing got, to the point where Ron Gilbert just lost all faith. Just
it's
I
like,
feel bad for him.
Like, I think it even got to a point where Dominic himself actually came on and was all like, shame on you people.
Well, he definitely called it out, like, dude, like, give the freaking game a shot, dude, like.
Yeah.
But yeah. No.
I mean, like.
And I mean,
you go first.
Good. Okay. I mean, I think I've said it before and I'll say it again, it's like, people that are going to criticize that game for looking quote-unquote ugly compared to any other game in the franchise are total fucking hypocrites, because the games have always had really unorthodox art styles. This game is absolutely no different about that.
Nice. Which game is this? Sorry.
There's
Return to Monkey
Island.
Return to Monkey
the
Island.
most recent successor.
Honestly, it just you saying that, there's also the opposite can happen, because I sent a video to Logan earlier of like this one guy comparing
huh? I forgot the name of the game already.
Oh, Callisto Protocol.
Callisto Protocol with
people
Dead Space.
comparing Callisto Protocol to Dead Space, because Callisto Protocol was made by the original developers of Dead Space and the original creators, and was supposed to be like the true spiritual successor before it was. Yeah, basically, it compares, and Callisto Protocol versus Dead Space is the pure example of it may be prettier, it doesn't make it better.
Right, and again, yeah, I guess that's another thing we can now say officially here, because it's been a while. It has literally been that long since our previous Arkham Knight recording session. Got him.
Yeah.
Done.
Gotcha.
No more.
Stop
No
it.
more
Swat
fuel
that
jetpack.
fly. Swat him. Swat him.
Swap
Stop
that
it.
Firefly.
Get some help.
Get the frickin' wow!
Ah!
What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Oh, I was just. Oh, I see. I just took it for a joyride to get him to the Gotham PD.
I'm gonna take.
faster.
Wait. Just. I hope you like this song for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna take you for a ride.
Hey, Cash.
So, what were we talking about earlier? Something
Oh,
about
just that. Yes. Well, really quick to say that. Yeah, no, I can now confirm that. Originally, I do want to still do Dead Space for the channel. Initially, I was going to insist upon doing the 2008 version since I still had that, and it can still run decently on Steam. But after having played it now, no, I am.
We're doing the remake.
I'm fully comfortable doing the remake. It is a fantastic remake.
Like, it actually is better than the original. It is that good.
There are some. Oh, just the ZOG controls are so much nicer. Some of the character things are actually.
The fact that it's
good.
more
But
of a
as far as Callisto
Metroidvania than a linear story game.
Oh yeah, like they took that out. And really quick, the thing that Matt was talking about with the Callisto Protocol, the fact that like they did a really, they made the game look really pretty and stuff, but it's still, unfortunately, like it has its big flaws.
Like one of the things is that it has a bigger focus on melee combat, which usually isn't a bad thing. I mean, okay, that's fine. But all the melee combat, every single enemy is, alright, they're swiping at you. Dodge left, dodge right, stab. Dodge left, dodge right, stab. Dodge left, dodge right, stab. Dodge left, dodge right. Yeah,
Again,
it's just that throughout the entire thing.
Again, I'm just seeing this and seeing like how this game turned out, and then especially compared to the remake of Dead Space, which, as far as I'm concerned, is from a different team. It's like, what the hell went wrong with Callisto Protocol?
I think it's genuinely just two things. One, they were still trying to catch lightning in a bottle, which that I would honestly say, part of me wonders if it would have been better had they just would things have been different had EA still allowed them to just make a new Dead Space game, Dead Space 4 or something to fix it, or do a better. I don't know. Like, would things have been better? I don't know, because I feel like part of it is that they were trying to establish a new. Part of it was that they were trying to establish a new IP, and thus they had to do enough things to, intellectually set it apart from Dead Space, both mechanically and IP-wise. And
I think another reason is that they focused way too much on making the game look amazing. Like, they are focusing too much on that, because it is a very gorgeous game. Like even sweat droplets you can see come down characters' faces. It is that impressive. But they are so focused on that, and also focused on the fact of a few of their actors in the game are A-list Hollywood celebrities. So they probably ate up a little bit of the budget. Yeah, I mean, the main
they tried to do it. Ironically enough, they tried to do a Bethesda move. Meanwhile, the Bethesda published Hi-Fi Rush is fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
More on that game.
I didn't mean for it to sound like that. Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
That's gonna be another. That is also gonna be another game we are definitely going to do.
But by the way,
hell yeah.
Definitely.
By the way, I mean like Hollywood celebrities. They have a few of them, like Sam Witwer and Josh Duhamel are two of the main people in the game.
Actually, can I just, Logan mentioned it real quick, that is something that still really astounds me about, Hi-Fi Rush, and I think we talked about, the fact that it just so quickly became as, beloved as it is, to a point where people say that it's already an early contender for Game of the Year this year. And it not only just came out, near the beginning of the year, but it was essentially shadow dropped.
Oh, it was!
Yeah.
It was wholesale shadow dropped.
It does make me wonder, do you think Bethesda had any faith in it?
I don't.
So give it zero marketing budget.
In my opinion, I don't think they did. I legitimately don't think they did, because Bethesda are the people that go people prefer big, long action games and RPGs and all that. They won't care for this. They won't care for this character, cyberpunk action game. They won't care for that. Just play it out and see if it, we'll just shadow drop it, but nobody will really care. Meanwhile, it's one of the most profitable profitable games of the year so far.
It literally beat the absolute crud out of Forspoken.
Yeah.
Beat out Forspoken, beat out a number of like big games that have been around for a while. It hit the top 10 and it's like first weekend and just yeah, surprise. It was a game that people really wanted to play.
Yep.
It's honestly, it's funny thinking about it now because it's like, yeah, no, like that game is definitely unlike anything else Bethesda would bother to publish.
Yeah.
I'll keep my entrance understated.
I love how we are literally just walking through the front door.
Yep. Who knew it was that easy?
Honestly, it just...
I mean, we truly are.
It just reminds me of one of my favorite jokes in the Batman movie, which is every time Bruce goes into the Iceberg Lounge, it's in a different manner. The first time it's as Batman, and so it's like it's like he goes, "You know who I am?" "Yeah, I do." And they try to beat him up and all that, but of course he's Batman. You don't beat Batman.
Yeah.
Next time he goes as Bruce Wayne, and it's like, "Do you know who I am?" "Yeah, you're Bruce Wayne. Come on in, man. Come on in." And then the third time he knocks on the door, it's like, "Hello?" and he just sneaks past the guy.
So he was learning his tricks of the trade, and there we go. That's how I can enter now.
Open her up.
Hey, did you turn that on, Jim?
And on me.
Was it Jeff?
You don't even let me. You don't even let me pull the You don't even let me handle the keys and pull the lever. It's like you don't even trust me with this kind of stuff.
I'm just saying, after what happened last week, I have a good reason to not trust you.
Hold on, let me.
Well, how was I supposed to?
Let me get the guy up in the control room. Hey, is it you, Bill? Yes. Okay, cool.
Bill says hi. Alright, Nightwing, let's do this.
Hi.
Showdown.
Really though, how was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know I was about to do it right in the middle of seagull mating season?
What?
You know how horny seagulls are.
Is this the place where the fucking clip happened?
No. Still slightly different. It was like definitely a little more underground than this. It had this very big open area, but yeah. Again, there was this one funny moment, which I mean, we already kind of saw something kind of funny happen. We already saw something kind of funny happen a little bit with the Killer Croc one. Just sometimes when the ragdoll is trying to very quickly call attention to one of the models. Whoa!
And that man has to be dead. He was flung into a fucking metal pillar. He has to be.
Yeah, at terminal velocity, beyond terminal velocity, because he was punched.
That fucker is absolutely.
I like to note that you can't really go beyond terminal velocity. Once you hit terminal velocity, everything past that is just terminal velocity because you're going to die one way or another.
Okay, well then what? Oh, hang on. Like this one, there's like something where it's like, it's not the speed of gravity. It's faster than the speed of gravity because you're being active on.
Terminal velocity is the speed that you go where no matter what you will die. Like
it's also the name of a really cool
called,
like Sonic level in theory.
It's why it's called terminal velocity.
Oh. Fair enough.
My fucking arm.
Whoa, no you don't. Now you get this.
That wasn't... Like, you literally pulled on my...
Like you fucking bitch.
Aye, I'm in it.
Like you fucking fuck.
Now we're gonna
like I'm gonna fuck you up, man.
No, God.
Now be honest. Would you watch Ed Asner as Batman?
Yes.
You were still around, sure.
You know, I'm trying to think of like genuinely speaking, because Ed Asner was technically in the Bruce Timm universe as Granny Goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was Granny Goodness. Oh, I love that.
He's hilarious as that.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, and I'm not saying this to decry other projects that have had Granny Goodness in it. Like, I know that it makes sense to have an old woman voice an old woman, but something about the way that Ed plays it and just the personality he gives Granny, it's just unbeatable for me.
It's so good. Honestly, I'm just going to say this. With the whole new DC EU plan, the new cinematic universe they want to put out, Can we please? This is the one fan casting I would always appreciate, no matter what. Meryl Streep as Granny Goodness. It would be fucking phenomenal.
That would be quite something. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to do.
This is a long game.
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Damn, we're almost 2 hours.
Yeah, that's probably around.
Oh
the
yeah,
time
we
should
are.
probably call. Anyway, so stay tuned for the next session. Now that we have full access, now we have full unbridled access to all of the side quests, except for this one here. That's post-game content. It's stupid. I'm not going to be focusing too much on all this because, for instance, right here there is definitely way more than 7 little triangle ticks on this bar. I'm honestly going to wait till a little bit later. Maybe if I have the time, I'll try and pace out a bit, but otherwise, time's better spent on maybe tackling some of these other smaller things, and of course progressing the story by, now that the Batwing has had a chance to fully start scanning around Founders Island, now we can examine the results of the assessment over at the
the Belfry.
That thing.
The Belfry.
Ding.
At Big Ben Free. So thank you all.
The Big
for
Ben
joining.
phony.
And we'll go. Thank you all, and good night, Doug. Good night, Doug.